I feel like you were listening to Tech Nine at this last powwow, the way you were skating too, man. Holy moly. You just like,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the powwow because I think that was, I explained it to people as that was the best contest performance I've ever seen in my life. And I straight up called it a performance. Like you were on fire that day. You were like a showman that day. It was like for the people. It wasn't even for you. You were skating for the people. It seemed like that night. Like,
no, yeah.
talk us about like how you felt that day. That shit was,
Single-handedly brought a ton of energy.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, one, it was like right as the pandemic hitting, like everybody needs to like disperse and you can't do anything type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be in large groups. So this was going to be like the last one of the, or at that time, the last one of whenever we would know when the next one would be.
Yeah.
Another thing, my homie Fritz falling, skating for him.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed to show everybody more energy so that we could all stay uplifted and hyped. My kids was there, my whole family.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that like you had like a bunch of people from like North Carolina with you, like ton of friends and family.
Okay. All of those, so like the squad.
Your dog's tripping people.
It was a bunch of fucking energy, man. It was it was hype.
That's it. It was hype.
I've seen you get hype before and shit, but that was like just it seemed like another level.
But no, I'll tell you what really changed it. From being like I just wanted to have fun with all my homies and everything. My first run, I was hyped and trying to relax, and I couldn't figure out where I was in my my energy, you know? Sure. So I was messing up on stuff a lot. And it pissed me off. And it pissed me off for a few reasons. One, it pissed me off because I was like, I'm not being able to put on a show like I should be putting on because ain't nobody going to be able to see anything for a while. We're all not going to be able to skate together for a while. So I was really mad. Two, my kids are there. And, you know, they gotta see Papa.
Daddy can't look like a chump.
Yeah. And three, I just couldn't figure out myself. So I got mad, went and did some push-ups. And I think actually one of my homies, either John Cooley or Avery, shout them out. One of them filmed it. And they was like, yo, if you win, I'm going to show you this after you win. And you're going to be like, yeah. But yeah, I like got pissed off. I like jumped on the ground and did some fist push-ups. Like I should be skating better. And if
you should be kicking ass.
Super Saiyan God mode.
Yes, I love that you said that because I was about to mention something about Super Saiyan. Go on.
You were definitely Super Saiyan that day.
But yeah, so yeah. See, I was gonna mention that because I know, like, you know, I grew up being like a lot into Dragon Ball Z. I know you are. I know Frankie is. Murda himself. There's a lot of people that are into that. But to touch base for those who are not into that kind of stuff or know anything, but the Dragon Ball Z, Goku, you know, and other Saiyans will get to a point where they go Super Saiyan. Basically, they get so hyped that they're just like at their top level of performance or whatever. But then at some point, Goku was so good at it, he would just be able to boom, snap and go Super Saiyan, and then like work really hard to get to other levels of Super Saiyan. So this is a good actually part of the conversation I wanted to mention because that you said you were skating calm and you were skating cool in the first round. I've noticed that like you do like go to instant Super Saiyan when you want, like, you know, like, oh, I'm just putting on my skates, I'm having a good time, boom, 450 backslide on a down rail, like, do you know what I mean? But you're just like, this is having a, so you're just like, that's your like base zone, the first level of Super Saiyan. But again, to Austin's point, at Pow-wow, you just like, you know, charged up to like, I think Super Saiyan 3 probably. You probably like,
yo, you were screaming.
That's for the nerds out there, by the way.
Yeah, you were screaming the whole time too. Like the footage, there's like a ton of footage of you killing it, you know, of lacing all your tricks. But like to be there was something different because, like I said, you were like screaming in between, and everyone was like screaming back at you the whole time. You landed every single trick. you were like stomping the ground, throwing misty flips left and right just for shits.
Even when I didn't land tricks, I kept screaming just to say hi.
Yeah, you were. That it's like crazy to hear that you thought you skated bad before, because that's such a contrast to how you actually performed in the finals that day. It was insane.
Yeah, man. It's what I like to think about skating, and this is going to go on some crazy brain stuff that might go over a lot of people's head. Since I've been doing this for so long, and there comes times where you really have to tap into something else in you. Like you getting frustrated about doing a trick and you just can't do it, and you're just so tired, but you really want to land it. Maybe it's like the last trick of a video part you're doing, or maybe it's just for you, something crazy. But somehow you tap into this something else, which is your adrenaline, and you muster up that last bit of power.
Yeah.
And you do it.
Yes.
And what that is
what get me so hyped right now.
What that's taught me is that if I can do that when I'm like frustrated, mad, or something, or happy, or whatever, with all my emotions, if I can do that like that, why can't I just do that like that right now when I want to? Guarantee you I can go hurricane topsoil or down row right now without thinking about it, just because I know I can do that.
So crazy, man.
But that's literally a feeling that I feel that I've worked on. I've literally built that up to the point where I've gotten hurt from thinking I could do it, and to the point where I know I can and can't do it, but I know for a fact I can just build my adrenaline up so much that I got that extra strength. And I mean, that comes with skating for a long time. You've been skating for a while. You've been going through these struggles. Keep those struggles in mind. Live from those struggles. Bring those struggles back to you when you're about to try that hardest trick. And then you lace it easy.
Because it's channeling that energy, right? And it's to your point about that, like you've been doing it for so long, and that's why you have the confidence, without being, corny. They say, what is it? Effort crossed with consistency equals confidence. And so you've been obviously putting in the effort and putting in the years and days, and like you've built to this point where, yeah, it's just incredible to see, man. Like still like being like such a formidable force at contests, like even like, I know we just talked about Pow-wow, but like even at the last Winter Clash, man, it's just like incredible stuff. You just show up and like just messing around, just kill that down rail, like it was awesome.
Cheers, man.
They got to make a cartoon superhero series based off of Montre. You would make the best little cartoon.
You got to get Frankie in there too. Got to get Frankie. You got to get all like the Super Saiyan Blader guys.
Yeah.
I asked CJ this question too, and I feel like it applies to you as well, since you're such like a crazy hype contest skater, but you also destroy street sections and lace hammers and shit. Like to you, what's a better feeling? Like winning a contest like how Pow-wow was, or like lacing a ill hammer with the homies and having like that ender clip for your section that you're filming for? Like, those are two amazing feelings, but just on different levels. Is there any like preference you have?
That's hard, man. That's
tough.
That's a tough one. I mean, I guess they kind of go hand in hand. Like you got to think about it. Landing that super dope trick with the homies that maybe it's your first time ever doing it. Like take it back to like back in the day before you could do an alley-oop topsoil. And then you did your first alley-oop topsoil, your real first alley-oop topsoil on the down rail. The only people there to witness it was just your homies. Y'all weren't filming or anything. That was probably the fucking hypest moment of your life at the time on blades. So that's like winning the contest.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Contest-wise, it's that same feeling to me, I guess. Like,
hard to choose.
Yeah, dude, those are the same, man. Like, if I'm just skating and having fun, I'm just skating and having fun. But like, if I'm doing something new, I'm with the homies. and we all end up doing something new. It's like we all just won a contest. You know, we all filmed something dope. We all just got clips. Like, it's just been a hype day. Like, filming for charging and shit. Like, everybody's out there killing it, you know? Like that's a contest win. We didn't need to go to contest because we were having our own life contest, shredding shit out of the streets. But at the same time, that same feeling goes back that applies to contest wins. Because if you look at it, like I look at it, when I'm skating the contest, I'm skating with the homies. I'm having a large session with people that I don't get to see that often.
Yeah. And that's what a street session is ultimately. Like, you know, a street session, especially when it's people of such high level, like on a tour, like, you know, the charging or whatever, those are little competitions. You know, you go on, you're skating, you're at the spot, Farmer gets his badass trick, everyone's like, oh yeah, Farmer killed it, and you're hyped too, but you're like, hold on, wait, it's time for me to get my clip now. And it's like, I gotta show out now. So it's the contest environment is just like a manifestation of like that natural thing that happens at the street skating session, especially with people like the highest level. But I always thought that, man, it was like sometimes those street sessions can be more competitive than the contest at times, you know,
on the low,
on the freaking low.